We are continuing our Marvel Marathon Madness with 2016 Deadpool, a movie that began as a passion project for Ryan Reynolds way back in 2004. This film follows the iconic Merc with a mouth, Wade Wilson, who is a former Special Forces operative that now works as a mercenary. His world comes crashing down when a demented scientist tortures and disfigures him during an experiment that was supposedly meant to cure his cancer. What ends up happening is Wade's latent mutant gene activates, granting him accelerated healing powers and a thirst for twisted sarcasm. With his new abilities, Deadpool begins his magical journey to hunt down the man who nearly destroyed his life. So, let us go ahead and jump straight into the plot. As the wisecracking and foul-mouthed masked vigilante Deadpool, Wade Wilson ambushes the villain Ajax and a convoy of his men on a freeway. Throughout the ambush, Wade shows the viewer the events leading to how he became Deadpool. After being dishonorably discharged from the Canadian Special Forces, Wade works as a freelance mercenary until he meets a woman named Vanessa. They become romantically involved, and a year later, she accepts his marriage proposal. Wade is unfortunately later diagnosed with terminal cancer, and he leaves Vanessa without warning so she will not have to watch him die. Following that, a mysterious recruiter approaches Wade and offers him an experimental treatment for his cancer. He is then taken to a laboratory ran by Ajax and Angel Dust, who inject him with a serum designed to awaken latent mutant genes in his body. They then subject Wade to days of torture to trigger any mutation he may have without success. When Wade discovers Ajax's real name is Francis and mocks him for it, Ajax leaves Wade in a hyperbaric chamber that periodically takes him to the verge of asphyxiation over a weekend. This activates a regenerative healing factor that counteracts Wade's cancer, but leaves him severely disfigured with tumor-like scars all over his body. He escapes from the chamber and attacks Ajax, but relents when told his condition can be in fact cured. In the chaos, unfortunately, Ajax subdues Wade and leaves him to die in a burning lab. Wade survives thanks to his new healing abilities and seeks out Vanessa, but then does not reveal that he is alive out of fear that she will shun him because of his new appearance. After consulting with his friend Weasel, Wade decides to hunt down Ajax for the cure. He becomes a vigilante, adopting the moniker Deadpool, derived from the Deadpool betting in Weasel's bar, and moves into a home with an elderly blind woman named Al. Throughout the next year, he questions and kills many of Ajax's associates until one, the recruiter who first approached him, reveals Ajax's location. This information allows Wade to enact an ambush. He kills all of Ajax's henchmen, subdues Ajax, and demands the cure. But then the X-Men Colossus and his trainee Negasonic teenage warhead interrupt him. Colossus attempts to convince Wade to mend his ways and join the X-Men, but Wade turns him down. Taking advantage of this distraction, Ajax escapes and regroups with Angel Dust. They then head to Weasel's bar, where Ajax unfortunately learns of Vanessa. Ajax then kidnaps Vanessa and takes her to a decommissioned helicarrier in a scrapyard. In response, Wade convinces Colossus and Negasonic to help him get her back. They battle Angel Dust and a group of Ajax's men while Wade fights his way to Ajax. During the battle, Negasonic accidentally destroys the supports keeping the helicarrier stable. Deadpool protects Vanessa as the ship collapses around it, while Colossus carries Negasonic and an unconscious Angel Dust to safety. Ajax attacks Wade again but is overpowered. He reveals that a cure never existed, and despite Colossus's pleas, Wade kills Ajax. Vanessa scolds Wade for leaving her, but then reconciles with him after she sees his disfigured face and learns the reason he never came back to her. We wrap up with a hilarious post-credit scene where Wade imitates the end scene of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, coming on screen in a bathrobe saying that the film is over and that there is no actual post-credit scene, but does state that they have enough money left to announce Cable will show up in a sequel. Now, what started as a humble beginning, originating as a man's dream to create the most ludicrous and fun superhero film ever, to an incredible and unconventional marketing campaign, 2016 Deadpool was an unbelievable hit. Not only did it earn close to $800 million on a budget of $60 million, but it also became the highest grossing movie in the X-Men series of films, as well as breaking numerous records, including the highest grossing R-rated film at the time. It was a hit among both the audience and the critics, earning many awards and nominations. I, for one, absolutely love this film, and as far as I'm concerned, Ryan Reynolds was born to portray Deadpool, with this character just being made for him to play. The attitude and tone that Reynolds, along with the cast and crew, brought to the project made this film stupendously fun, funny, and effectively captivating adventure. Being a love story disguised as a superhero film was an incredible approach to the first actual faithful portrayal of the Merc with a mouth, and Reynolds' dedication was what really sealed the deal in making this such a great ride. Overall, nothing short of an 8.5 out of 10 is what I would give this film, as I had so much darn fun watching it. Now, the next movie I will cover will be 2018 Deadpool 2, and following that, I will cover the entirety of the X-Men films, all 11 of them. So stay tuned, and please do consider hitting the like button and subscribing. I would truly be grateful. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for spending your time with me. Until our next adventure, y'all stay classy.